Hello? I can hear you. Hello? Yeah. Okay.
To the max, yeah, yeah.
Unity Radio, one love.
I don't look like what I have been through. You turned my pit into a well. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace, and
Hello, 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 hello. I will see for my this year. Yede nyame ase se ode enenso acha yen. Enne ye February bosome eda etoso dumiensa. Abo donko apa ho sima aduonu nan. Until LIZZY magimedwa ewo Yennfa Adwene edwumadie yi so. Enne edwumadie ne de yeso nkokra sanse ye ne ye ma ye nuanom ye wofa ase emo ne wo ha ye nananom ene de ye ma no say almost bet so ye on Unity Radio ha enti no ene munyiyi mo asom yie mo amobrofo no aye ende nkoa no ne gisa mo yiyi mo asom ye fi se nkra yi ye brofo no ye kan esisi so a ye miye ne ate ase bi ene de ye beti o mo kasa ne ye enti no ye bompa ye se obia be ready no watie ye mai wo mayen ye da mo ase.
you have been my doctor on that sick bed. By your stripes, I am healed, I am free. So the essence of my praise is because of your great
Yo, ye wo ye ma enan bi a ye ne ombetwetwento enkomo ene na omo de twi be frem kakra but minim so mo twi no enti apapa enti no ene be yiri fia mema omo ankasa e introduce omo ho mimi pesa me kakra wo twi sanso omo no mbeka brofo mo nsa me so me ka ne brofo bebra na akwaye se ni nyina akwaye brofo nko a so hu na me kye no enso ye pesa eye age a obia timiti ase bi enti no all I'm saying is that today we're featuring our kids and we want them to feel at home. I know their tree might not be strong, but we're going to try it. We're going to put it all together and we're going to see how it's going to work out. They may speak more English than tree, and so I will be speaking more tree for the benefit of those who do not understand the English. So at this time I want everyone to introduce themselves. All right, you're going to tell us your name, what grade you are. You can skip the school. What grade you are, your favorite course or subject in school, the food you like best, and the game you like best to start with. All right, so I'm going to start with Julia. You're going to tell us a little about yourself, your name, you know, what grade you are in, your age, the food you like best, the game you like best. So
my name is Julia. I don't really play games, but I do like playing like family games with
Can you be a little louder for us, sweetheart?
Yeah, my name is Julia. I like playing. I don't really play games, but I do play like family games.
Okay.
My favorite food, I would say like mac and cheese and like cultural food. Like
Banku and okra soup.
Yeah.
There you go. What grade are you?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade. Okay.
Yeah.
Your favorite subject or course?
Numeracy. It's like another word for math.
For math. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Thank you, Julia. You're most welcome to Unity Radio.
Thank you.
All right. My next person is going to introduce herself. She's going to tell me her name. I'll ask her name, her grade, her age, her favorite food, course, and sport.
Okay.
Can you speak up a little bit?
Okay. My name is Ella Newton. I'm 14 years old and I'm in 9th grade. My favorite course, I've always exceeded in English language arts. That's always been my favorite course.
Okay.
I love instruments. I'm very musical. I play viola and ukulele as like a hobby.
Okay.
And my favorite food is it's rice and shito with fried egg and corned beef.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's good. That's good to know that you like some of our traditional foods. Yeah. Well, Ella, you're most welcome to Unity Radio today.
Thank you.
My soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
All right. Our next is our gentleman. You're most welcome. Can you please tell us your name, your grade, your age, your favorite course, your favorite food, and your favorite game?
So
You can pull it closer. Daddy, can you?
So my name is Kofi. I'm in 8th grade, and in school I would say my favorite subject is science, just because of all the new things you learn, and
Louder.
and all the things in history. And then I like to play sports. Like I play soccer and basketball, and then I like video games a lot. And
Your favorite food?
yeah, my favorite food is probably jollof, I would say.
Oh, wow. Good. Well, Kofi, you're welcome to Unity Radio this afternoon.
It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Hey. Could not have sailed through without.
All right, my ladies. Pick your head up. My ladies and gentlemen, we have one of our girls on the phone, and I'm going to have her introduce herself. She's going to tell us her name, her grade, her age, her favorite course or subjects, and then her favorite food and game. All right, so hello. Are you all?
I usually help my parents cook.
Speak louder because people are listening to you from everywhere.
Yeah, I usually help my parents cook like jollof. I help my mom cook jollof.
Oh, wow, that's good. That's very good. I'm glad. What about Ella?
I also, my favorite meal, I always cook it for myself whenever I'm feeling hungry. I make white rice, and I help my parents also make jollof and things like that. And banku.
Awesome. Well, Kofi, what do you also do? What food do you know how to cook?
I mean, I don't really cook like any.
Do you
Like
help out mommy?
a little bit.
A little bit. What do you help mommy with?
Like sometimes if you're making the light soup or peanut butter soup, I'll cut up the onions for you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you so much that you are all participating in making dishes and helping parents out at home. It's good because that's the food you guys like best. So if you know how to cook it or how to help cook it, that's the best thing to do. Joellen, are you there? Coronavirus. What do you know about coronavirus?
What I know about coronavirus is that it has affected like half of the world now. Many people have been killed. I had recently like looked it up, and it had said at least like 7,000 people have like passed away from it. Yeah.
All right. This virus is, a nuisance, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very bad. All right. Ella.
I know that the coronavirus is very important, and it has been downplayed as it's not important, but it has affected many, many people. It was discovered in 2019, around the March time, which is when we had to go into lockdown, and it's like it affects everybody. Even if you don't have the virus, it will still affect you and who you are, because we've lost a lot of time, almost a year, just being home, and it's affecting all of us, but God will get us through it.
That's good. Thank you so much for whatever you know about the virus. All right. Coffee, do you want to tell us a little bit about coronavirus?
It's a deadly virus that has wiped out a lot of people. And it just changed the way we've lived, from having to wear masks everywhere, just having to stay home, not being able to see friends sometimes. And it just hasn't really helped us out.
It hasn't. It hasn't helped at all. It hasn't. Well, thank you. Thank you for the contribution. Joellen, are you there?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about coronavirus? What do you know about? Yes.
So what I know about coronavirus is that it could be spread easily, and that's why we need to wear face masks, social distance, and it's killing a lot of people. And how it has affected me is that I haven't seen my friends in a really long time, and we usually have to do everything online, with the classwork, homework.
Yeah.
And sometimes we can't depend on that because of the way some people's internet are.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's thank you for mentioning that. That's not very cool when your internet system and all that is, down, because now we're going to have to study remotely, and when we don't have lightning and computer and everything readily available, it doesn't help, right? All right. So, this virus, can you tell me the mode of transmission? How do we get it? How do we get this coronavirus? How is it transmitted? Okay. Ella, you want to tell us something about how it's transmitted?
It can be transmitted through physical touch, or if you're not 6 feet apart, at least from somebody, through even air, like breathing near someone. So it can be transmitted really easily, which is why you have to wash your hands, and like a lot. You have to wash your hands a lot, wear hand sanitizer, and stay safe, because without you even knowing, it can strike. So.
Okay. That's very true. The physical contact, right? And the distance then can easily cause someone to transmit it. Okay, Kofi, you want to tell us something about the mode of transmission and how we can easily get it?
What also makes it so much more easily to get it is someone can be in one spot for some time and it can just stay in the air. And then when someone goes to that spot, they can also get it. Okay.
Very true. Very true. When when the virus comes into contact with maybe surfaces, hard surfaces, could be any surface. Even if somebody touches a doorknob and it's there, you go and you touch it and it's also there. So they stay on surfaces for quite some time, and then it can be transmitted, right? Do you want to add anything?
I know that it can be caused through, like, when I go to stores and they say, oh, these are not being you're not allowed to touch these things. Like, it's also being able to be caused through touch.
Yes.
Also, and just like they said, standing in one place and just getting it like that.
Yes. So the mode of transmission is what we got to know so that we can protect ourselves against it, right? Now we know that we have to wear a mask to be able to help us not breathe it in. Okay. Have you been wearing your mask? Because it's very important, to wear it, especially when you are going out of home to people that are not living with you. You want to wear your mask so that you'll be protected. Okay. The other thing I wanted to ask was that how are you able to tell that the social distancing, how are you able to tell that you are 6 feet apart? Sometimes some people don't know, the distance that you have to. How are you able to tell it? Yes, Ella.
I think you should be able to know that you're a good amount away from somebody. I mean, it all depends on what you think and what you know. Obviously, if I'm standing directly adjacent to someone, it's not 6 feet apart. But even if it's not exactly 6 feet apart, it needs to be, the right amount away from somebody, if you know what I mean.
Yes, at least an arm's length, right? An arm's length, from somebody, so that you say stay away. And that's your own space and they shouldn't come near, right? So, have you guys, has anybody been tested, for the virus? Has anybody been tested that Coffee, do you know anybody who has been tested for the virus? Or have you yourself, or?
I haven't, but my friend, and then my parents, and that's about it.
That's about it. Okay, so you know that when you don't feel right, when you don't feel well, when you feel like you are getting sick, you need to go and be tested. Ella, you wanted to say something also?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to mention I have also been tested.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I have. I wasn't sick, but it was just, a safety precaution, just because it was very interesting.
Was it? Tell us about it. How did you feel?
It was a bit uncomfortable. They put a cotton swab in your nose
all the way.
Yeah, it's a very uncomfortable experience, but there's good intentions in it.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Did it make you tear?
It did. It
did.
Yeah.
It's very, very uncomfortable.
It is.
Yeah. Well, but we have another way that we test it too. You can spit saliva into a container and then they will take it to the lab and test it. So these days, most people have been opting for the saliva one because the nasal one is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, they're using the spit one to send to the lab and then they test for it. So most people are opting for that, which I will readily give that one out, than using the nasal one. All right. So, at home, the other question I want to ask is, at home, do you do hand sanitizing pretty frequently? Because it's very necessary, cleaning up surfaces and when you are out there, what are some of the things you do to protect yourself apart from the mask and the distance, and there's another thing that you have to be doing to protect yourself. Who wants to speak? You want to speak some? Julia, you want to say some?
A way I protect myself is through, like, let's say if I go to the store with my twins to get groceries, I would wear gloves.
Yeah,
masks,
yeah.
Just wear things that protect
Be
me
a little
with
vocal out.
where it can spread. Yeah.
Okay, so you wear gloves.
Yes.
Okay, and you take it off appropriately, you know, when you are out of the environment. Okay, what else can you do? Kofi, you want to tell us something about what else you can do to protect yourself apart from the mask?
Using hand sanitizer, because when you go to the store, you might touch multiple things that you never know.
Good. Hand sanitizer. And if anybody is listening to us, we want you to, if you cannot hear us, let us know, because we want to be able to reach wherever you are. Joellen, I know you are on the line. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. We want you to tell us some of the things you do to protect yourself from this deadly virus.
Okay. Well, I usually try to avoid going outside, like going to big gatherings.
Mm-hmm.
And when I put on hand sanitizer, I make sure that I wash my hands afterwards, because hand sanitizers kill like bacteria. But it doesn't mean that it's gonna come off. It just stays there. But when you wash your hands, it will rinse them off.
Okay, so hand washing.
I usually keep my mask at all times. So, and then when I come home, I take that one, and then if it was like the disposable ones, I throw them away and then get a new one. And if they're reusable, I usually wash them and then I put it back on.
Okay.
And sometimes I keep my windows open so the place can be ventilated.
Fresh air, fresh ventilation and circulation, right? When you are there, you have to open up, your windows where you can get fresh air to circulate. All right. I think you want to tell us something more?
Yeah, just one more.
Okay.
My older cousin, she's a chef, so she knows a lot about safety precautions. And I know they have added a new thing in grocery stores where you wipe down your cart before using it. So we would bring wipes and wipe down everything. So that's also one thing that
yes,
we can do.
Good. Sanitizing is very important, very, very important, because before you get to your destination, you would have touched a gazillion things, your doorknob, even your car, when you open in your car, your keys, every step of the way, you're touching stuff around. And so it's very important that we sanitize and keep ourselves clean. The most effective one is as soon as you get home, you do your hand washing with soap, and running water. Warm running water, soap, warm running water. It helps a lot. What else is it that you would want to know about this virus that you would want us to answer for you? Is there anything you would want to know about this virus that you really are not sure about? Because this deadly virus has killed a lot of people. So when you are home and you see that somebody is not feeling well, you might want to advise them to go and check in with the doctors at the hospital, so that they can check them out, because you never know. If you go check out and it's nothing, it's nothing. But if you don't, and then, something happens, then it becomes like, oh, I wish, had I known, and all that. So it's important, as we are at home with our siblings and our parents here and there, we have to remind them about the fact that mom, dad, uncle, granny, keep your mask on out there. Do you have your hand sanitizer? Do you have some in the car? You have to have a bottle in your car, and then you use it when you go in and out of your car. Keep reminding them. Sometimes it's easy to forget. Myself, sometimes I get out of the car and I see myself walking into a store and I'm like, oh, I have to go back for my mask, and I run back to the car for my mask. We forget. We forget. So it's good that we remind each other so that we can do the right thing, Also, with our parents at home, I want us to always make sure that when they are out there, they are also practicing the social distancing. Because for the young ones, the kids, you don't go out as often, but your parents do, because we have to go do the grocery, we have to go buy this and that and all that. And it's nice and it's good to remind them that, are you, maintaining your social distancing, and are you doing this and that, right? All right. Does anybody know anybody who has had this COVID positive? Has anybody been positive that you know about? You don't have to mention your name. Just acknowledge that, yes, you know somebody who has had it, because it's kind of, it's very, very disturbing when you know somebody. It's one thing hearing that people have it, and it's another thing knowing people who have it, Yeah?
By God's grace, I don't know anybody who has been affected by the virus, but I do know there are a lot of at-home remedies, like, us Ghanaians love the sobolo and
oh, sobolo.
Yeah, so, we have a lot of ways to kill off the virus.
Yes.
So by God's grace,
Yes. Yeah. That's good. That's very good. And I'm glad you mentioned sobolo, because sobolo is just soothing, right? We don't say it takes it all away. It's soothing. But it's nice to tell our parents that in addition to sobolo, you need to see a doctor if you don't feel well. But all these soothing ones are good. They are helpful. And somebody said they like shito. And I know shito has a lot of ginger, right? And guess what is in ginger? Zinc. The vitamin zinc. That is called zinc. It's in the sobolo. It's in the ginger. And we use the ginger for the shito. So the more, if you like shito and you eat shito, you are also helping, because the zinc is a form of protecting your immune system. It's one of the things that protects your immune system. Now, do you guys take multivitamins? You take multivitamins? Yeah?
Yeah, I do.
You do. Good. Kofi, do you take multivitamin?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. But multivitamin is very important. Once a day. Once a day. You just take once a day. It helps you because it has everything in it. Can you tell me some of the vitamins that you know about?
I know vitamin D is orange. It's good for your immune system. And I know vitamin C. Those are just a few that I know.
A few that you know. Okay. Kofi, do you know any vitamins?
I know vitamin C as well, but
yeah,
that's kind of it.
All right. So we have vitamin A, we have B, we have C, we have D. We have E too. So all these multivitamins are inside the vitamins you take, and that's why we call it multi, because all the vitamins are in there. So it's good to take the vitamin, once a day vitamin. If you don't have it at home, I will have you remind your parents that you need to get it. You need to get a vitamin in your shelf, your medication shelf, and utilize it. Joellen, are you there?
Yep.
You going to tell us something about vitamins? Do you take vitamins? Yes. What do you take?
So the vitamins that I usually eat are vitamin C because of the oranges, the lemons, the limes, and I also heard of vitamin A, and vitamin B, and there's vitamin C, and vitamin D, and vitamin K. But we need vitamin D also.
Okay. So that's very good. I'm glad you all take vitamins. Vitamins are very important. And if you cannot even take vitamin and you have the raw fruits and vegetables, right? And we talked about oranges, pineapple, banana. Banana has a lot of vitamin, has a lot of potassium in it. Potassium, it's good for your heart too. So you want your parents to, when they go on to do the grocery, you want them to buy the vegetables and the fruits, bring them home, you cut them up yourself. Sometimes you can make smoothie with it, right? You can make shakes with it. And then the vegetables too are very good. Broccoli, green pepper, avocado, all those ones are very good. So your vegetables and your fruits, you should always, if you don't get the fresh ones, you should even ask your parents when they go to the grocery to buy you the jar ones, the 100% orange juice, It's very good. It helps you. It's all built your immune system so that the virus cannot easily attack you, right? All right, maybe we should play a little music here, and then take a little break while we enjoy the topic. So far, how you guys doing?
I don't look like what I have been through. You've turned my pit into a well. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. I don't. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony.
You were for your chiachamo, Yenny Manawaha, edible creation. Wabaya waha. Intinadia was so jive Viatan China with or Casanti Tieno. Omo yeah, they're doing a good job over here. Ella, hey Ivy, I got your daughter here, baby. She's doing awesome. Kofi is here. My boy Kofi. Listen to him. He's trying. He's doing very well. They were all a little nervous, but now I guess they are all doing better. And Joellen is on the line too. She is our nurse practitioner's daughter, Auntie Mavis. She's one of my panel when we have to do the health talk, and that's her daughter on the line. So I'm so grateful to everybody who is really helping us to educate our kids and straightening everything, making everything good for them. And they also coming to share with us because I know they've been home for too long and they needed to get out here. Hey, Michael Quartzin, Choco, Michiawo, and knowing a day of Sansi Yamana, I take it over. Mida was say, Ed, me Kyle pan so. Mida was say, and nay, Mano, I take it place, a mamma break kakra. Intinya me ya druma yenim, say next week, you send home. Yedam was be brave. Sister Mavis, Mida was say, nurse practitioner bako pet. Sounds na mecha Dr. Wisu of Virginia. Yeda was say. Certain be a frewa young, and then the man some of my breaking. Say one casabeba, any abidi juma, na yen penny for no see a home so cra. Ye de nyamia se for our cap. Mia minipa parts from Pong. Patience, I love you so much. God bless you. Me do want to say be a time a chidin ding. Yamin shroud, meaning so with ye. We do see the time you spend with us, the contributions for the community and everything. I mean, Shaupa.
It's centered on your grace. Could not have made it without you. Hey, could not have sailed through without you. Papa, your loving kindness and grace and mercy brought me.
Yeah, Opo National CEO bako pet. Yeah, chiao. And then the man try and what has say. Ain't you know? Aye ni G7 na ya home kasem minim so omo mie o ma no kese ya na sometimes omo kasa no omo kan wo sisi so sa na wonti ne ye papa nti mesre wa wo de te waso ai na ya me kai wo so omo mie o ma no mo kan kese nti te waso pa ne tie na omo brofo no ya ne mu adin kakra enso e be ne dan ye ne o ma omo nka ho enye ye
Your grace
na me kai mo say mo ma no bi e wo Facebook so na so mo phone so na say online no mo tie ya say akora bi a obetimi afre e de question na say contribution no ye wo gate side be ma ne enti no mo kan che mo ma no say o mo ntie tin talkie na o mo so contribution bi na say question o mo no o mo enfamra na mo de ba o be nya achede why all right. Yo, more friend there. You see, I don't want brown TV. Take a break. I can't cry in between. So the way I won't be Yo, next off, I want to ask, how has this pandemic affected you? You know, personally, how has it affected you? Would love to know. I would love to see what you know we can do to help. So, who wants to go? Julia?
Yeah.
Okay.
The pandemic has really like affected me in a way like now that we have to be online school, it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Because the grades, it's like you have to work harder and harder, and like it's like they keep throwing work at you. But at school, you're able to do it like together. And then if like let's say if you don't finish, you can do it at home and then bring it back the next day. But now it's not that easy. You have to try and finish everything at home, and also it's like we have every period of the day, so it's like all the work, and then like it makes your grade go down, and then it makes it a struggle. And yeah, and like it stopped us from like being social. But I mean, it's also helped me in a way. I've become more independent. I'm able to like just do things I wasn't really able to do back. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. So we have the pros and cons. We have the the good aspects and the bad aspects.
Right.
Thank you for getting that to us.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something about how it's affected you, Ella?
I agree with Julia a
Yeah.
lot. I feel that quarantine does have its pros and cons. You know, it was easier when we were in school and
Yeah.
actually in person, and you know we can talk to the teacher, but you know online school just makes it seem as if they're just assigning us homework, and we just have to get it done. And I know they're doing the best they can right now. There's nothing we can do about it, but it is difficult, and we don't get any snow days because we're home. We don't get any breaks and nothing. But I'm just praying that soon it will all pass.
Yes. We're all hoping that soon it will all pass. That's a good thing to hope for. Yes, Kofi, how has this pandemic affected you?
For school, since we do hybrid, there's some kids at school, some kids at home.
Yeah.
And like it's like the teachers usually just pay attention to the kids at home more than they pay attention to the kids at school more than the kids at home. So it's like you don't really learn as well as them.
Yeah. So we can all agree that this pandemic has been very, very, very disturbing. Joellen, you want to tell us how you've been affected by this pandemic?
Yes.
Tell us.
Okay. Well, you know how people said they don't want to go to school?
Yeah.
So now that Corona
Has gripped us all.
now,
Now that it has gripped us all at home.
yeah. Because of Corona, now we miss going to school and talking to our friends, and we miss human interaction.
Hello?
Hello?
Are you on it? Yes. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So she says we miss human interactions. At first, nobody wanted to go to school. I don't want to go to school. I don't like school. Now we have the time to stay home. And everybody's like, oh, I want to go back. I want to go back. So that's it's kind of put us on that edge to go back for that human interaction, right? So we've all, one way or the other, had that hit from this pandemic, and we cannot wait to get it done. Now, have you guys heard about the vaccines that are out? Okay, what can you tell me about the vaccines? What have you heard about the vaccines that are out for the corona? Yes, Kofi, you want to tell us a little bit that you know about the vaccines?
I know they work like 95%, and then also, but for the kids, they don't really know if it's effective for us yet. So we don't really know if we're gonna be able to have one sooner or later.
Okay. All right. Yes, the kids have not been part of the vaccines because they haven't yet worked, had anything for the kids yet. But the adults are now getting it. So if you work in the healthcare or you are older, those are the people that right now they are trying to get them vaccinated. So that's that about the vaccine. The kids are free, and so that's why the older people, we are encouraging them that they should go for their vaccines, and after they take it, it will help, bring it down. The rate at which it's spreading will go down. So keep encouraging your parents. If they haven't taken it, keep encouraging them. Mom, when are you going to take it? Dad, when are you going to take it? Because it's good. It's going to help us, stop the spread in a very, very, fast way. All right. Okay. Who also wants to say something about the vaccine? Do you want to say something about the vaccine?
I have something to say.
Okay. Okay, Joel, and you speak first.
Yeah. My dad got the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say you shouldn't get worried about the vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to make you sick
Mm-hmm.
unless you have an allergic reaction.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So her dad got it, and he's fine, and he's well. I've had mine too. I had 2 shots, and I'm fine. Okay. A lot of people are afraid. They are scared about the vaccine. They think that the vaccine is going to cause them harm in some way. First, we are afraid of the virus, and now they brought the vaccine, and we are afraid of the vaccine. So we're trying to encourage people that the vaccine is good. It's going to help stop the spread. And so we are all getting it, especially the healthcare workers who could easily get exposed are getting it. And so it's good that you encourage your parents that they have to get it, encourage them. Those who are scared, they shouldn't be scared. Tell them that the vaccine is good. It's going to help boost their immune system to overcome it. Yes, Julia, tell us something about the vaccine.
Yeah, I heard that it also puts like a 90% chance for you not getting it once you get the vaccine. It just puts a chance for you to be more safe for you and your family. So I think it is a good idea of taking it. And honestly, I mean, the side effects I've heard of it is like arm pain, like when you get the cold and like you have to get a shot for your cold. I mean, when I take them, I just get arm pain, and that's mostly it. Or like I just sneeze and cough, and yeah, it goes away after that.
Okay. All right. So it's a good thing to get it. So we should keep encouraging people who are scared about it that it's not going to harm them, so they should get it. All right. So we've spoken about the virus. I want us to also talk about a little bit about I know that some of you can speak the Ghanaian language, right? Who can speak the Ghanaian language? Oh, which one can you speak?
I know Ga, Tree, and some Ewe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Because a second language is always good. It's so good when you know one more language than what you are used to. It's good. So you know 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you beat me to it. What about Julia? Do you know any Ghanaian language?
I also know some. I know Tree and also a little bit Ewe.
Oh,
my parents
wow.
speak it. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. That's good. It's good that they speak it with you at home, because we always love our kids to speak it. Well, let's ask Kofi. Kofi, what Ghanaian language do you know?
I know a little bit of Chi, but I mean, you guys, I know a little bit of phrases, but that's about it.
That's about it. And I know that some of you love to learn it. Like if you had the chance, you would really love to learn it. So that's good. Joe Ellen, do you know any Ghanaian language? Joe Ellen? Hello? Joe Ellen, are you on it? Did we lose her? I think we lost her. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Now we can. Yeah, now we can.
We pressed on the speaker.
Oh, okay. Do you know?
Understand tree and fancy.
Oh, Chi and fancy. Oh, that's so good. So I want each of you to say a sentence in any of the languages, okay? Any of the language. Just tell me one sentence, and then you explain it to me what you said. I want to really know that you know what you're saying. Just a sentence.
When I say I understand it, I don't speak it, but I understand what you guys are talking about.
Oh, So she understands everything we talk about, which I know most of you do. But to gather courage, because I know sometimes my kids, when I'm speaking to them in Chi, they're like, huh. They make ha, so you are tired and you say, okay, forget it. Let me just speak the English, because they don't want to learn it, But it's always very good. So even a vocabulary, can you say a vocabulary, any of the vocabulary in Chi for us to hear? Okay, Joel, and speak. What can you say in your language there?
I mean, like the greetings.
Yeah, say one of them. Say one. It is saying. Okay. It is saying is how are you? All right. That's a good one. Who, Kofi, you want to say something? Not yet. You thinking about it?
How are you? It's Atidene.
Infanti. Etidene. Okay. That's good. She knows some vocabulary. Okay. Let's see. What about Ella and Joel? Ella, yeah.
Like I said, I know Chienga.
Uh-huh.
So in Tree, if you're talking to an adult, you always start your sentences with me pacho. And if you're speaking Ga, it's ofine.
Me pacho means what?
Me pacho means like please.
Please.
And,
Please.
I can say, if I don't know somebody's name, I could be like, oh, me pacho odie.
Good. That's very good. We always do add that to our vocabulary. Me pacho. We know how they train us to use that please and thank you, and everybody should be using it everywhere. But they especially teach us in Ghana, like when we are growing up, that you got to start it with please and end it with thank you. Which is very good. I think it's one of the things that I am so grateful that our parents taught us, that we know, because it makes everything you make you respectful and all that. All right, Julia, what vocabulary can you tell us? And
I agree with her too about I also know, like, if someone were to ask me my name, like Udin Descent, I would
say it again and say it louder.
Udin
Udin Descent.
Wow,
we did the same. We did the Julia. See, you guys are doing wonderful. That's awesome. I'm so happy. I hope you guys. I think I had the wrong mic on. Can you say it again, yours? I think I had the wrong speaker on here. Yes. So say what you said again about the tree that you said. Yeah.
Udin Descent.
Udin the say, and then what would you say?
Medin Julia.
Medin Julia. So Medin the say means what?
What's your name?
What's your name? That's good. I'm glad you can speak the vocabulary, right? I don't know if yours went in there.
I said in Tree, you always, to be polite, you always start your sentences with me paucho, and in Ga it's ofaina. They both mean please. And in Ewe, I also can speak some Ewe.
Yeah.
If somebody says ifwa, like how are you, and you say
Ifwa.
A, which means I'm okay.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good job. That's very good. All right, Kofi, let's hear you. What vocabulary? What of the Guardian vocabulary? Anything that you know. Anything. Just one thing.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but medase.
Oh, what does that mean?
I think it means thank you.
Thank you. That's good. Medase, thank you. That's good. I'm glad and I'm happy that you guys know a little bit of vocabulary, It helps. Sometimes if your parents want to tell you something on the side that they don't want any other person who is around to hear, it's good that they can use the languages that, nobody can understand when you are there. So it's good. It's good to know. What is one thing that you like so much about our Ghanaian culture? See, I'll tell you one of them. So when we are growing up, they teach us, for us, when you are speaking to somebody, they say, be respectful. So ours, instead of looking them straight in the eye, in our sense, you cannot look in them in the eye. You have to kind of look elsewhere, not directly to their eyes. So you find a lot of Ghanaian parents or Ghanaian people, we're speaking to you and our eyes are maybe on the other side or turned. It doesn't mean that we are not recognizing you, but that is our culture. That is how we were brought up, that you cannot look somebody like in their eyes. So but some people don't know it, especially our white friends. They don't know it, that it's a cultural thing. So if you don't look at their face, they think, oh, she's probably lying, or maybe she's all that. But that's our culture. So sometimes it's good to know other people's culture so that you can relate with them better. But here I know that you have to look them in the eye, right? Okay, Julia, say something.
Like, let's say at school,
Mm-hmm.
like if your teacher's talking to you, and like it's happened to me before, like if my teacher was ever talking to me, she would be like, oh, look at me in my face, but it would make me like, I don't know, I would feel
Uncomfortable.
weird.
Yes.
And like I also have a friend, she's also from Ghana, and like if something like that happens, she'll know how I feel, because that's how we're both like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you are listening to us, our white comrades, we are culture. We learn that, when you are talking to somebody, you don't look them too much straight in the eye. It's a sign of some kind of disrespect. That's our culture. But over here, you have to look them in the eye, because that is the kind of respect that they want. So we are trying to also learn this in addition. Those of you who were born here, I think it's easier for you to do it. But sometimes for us who are grown, we have to stop and think, and then do it. Because they say when you are in Rome, you do as the Romans say. So when we err a little bit, you have to be, very, very patient with us, because we are bringing two cultures all together at the same time. And if you meet the kids and they are not doing it as it's here, they are also learning, because we bring them up and we are teaching them, and sometimes what we are teaching them is a little bit different from what they have to be doing here. So they are trying to weigh the two. I know it's not easy, it's not easy at all to learn two cultures and blend it and be able to live it. So I hope that they understand that it's not just we don't want to do it, but it's something that we are trying to unlearn and do. All right. What else do you like about our culture that you would really, really want to take on even as you grow up? Is there anything that you treasure? Joellen, are you there? Joellen? Yes. What is it about the Ghanaian culture that you really, really treasure? That is one thing that you want to learn it. You want to learn and move on with it.
I have the dances. I don't know how to do I don't know how to do that.
Adowa? Oh, the dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, you love it, huh? Yes.
The talking drum. I want to learn that.
And the talking drum. All right. So she treasures her talking drum and the Adowa dance. What else? Anything else?
My grandma got me the
The frichua. Okay. Oh, wow. You've learned a lot. Grandma is doing well. It's a lot of work, but grandma is doing well. And I'm glad there are a few things that, you treasure from the Ghanaian culture too, because it's good. It's good. You have to pass it on at some point. It's good. Yes. What else do you guys treasure that you want to carry on? You want to.
I love the homeliness of our culture. It's always fun to spread the Ghanaian culture with other people. One of my teachers, my history teacher, actually, he started making jollof rice. He's a white man, and he started making jollof, and it's the fact that we accept that, and we see people from other countries and places, even from America, doing our dances, eating our foods, and we welcome them, and it's always fun to and even my friends will ask me, Ella, like, what's my Ghanaian name? I was born on Monday. What's my Ghanaian name? I'm like, your name is Adwoa if you were born on Monday, So it's always,
It's
fun.
It's fun. So those details of our culture where we have our day born names, right? And so what day were you born?
Monday.
Monday. So you are Adwoa.
Yeah.
All right, Julia. What day were you born?
Also, yeah.
You were you were born on Monday, so you are Adwoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Kofi, what what day were you born?
Friday.
And so that's why you have the coffee, right? Well, I was born on Wednesday. Who knows how you call a Wednesday girl?
I know.
Oh, you know, what is it? A queer. See, that's so fun. And I'm pretty sure that you, Kofi, what's a girl who was born on a Friday? If the boy is Kofi, what would be the girl for Friday? Does any of you know? Efia. That would be Efia. So if you are a girl, you are Efia. All right. So you were born on Monday. What will be the boy name for Monday?
Oh, I might be wrong, but is it Kwabna?
Kwejo.
Oh,
Kwabna is Tuesday boy.
okay.
Yeah, so you know that.
I know my brother was born on Sunday, and he's Kweku.
Kwesi.
Oh, Kwesi.
That's all good. It's all good. But it's fun, isn't it? It's fun to have those names, and you know that, oh, this one was born on this day, so we share the same day name and all that. It means a lot. It's actually very fun. All right. And is there also anything that maybe we don't do much of it because we are Africans or we are Ghanaian born parents, and you would want us to start doing them or do more of them? Is there anything like that? Joellen, you want to say something?
They should send us, they should let us live in Africa.
Can you be a little louder?
Oh, I was saying that they should let us spend more time in Africa.
Oh,
Culture and everything.
good, good. So you would want to be visiting Africa very often, is that it? Good, good. I think that's something that Mom, the kids want us to bring them to Africa very often, so we have to start saving for that. If you are listening to me, parents, that's one thing they want, is to be visiting home very often, so we have to save for that. And that will be very interesting because they don't want to forget about their roots, so we have to be bringing them very often. That's good. All right, what is one thing that you would want your Ghanaian parents to know?
I don't want to make it long or like say anything.
You have a board of them. All right, Ivy. I hope you're listening here.
But I'm just gonna, speak for all, Ghanaian or even African kids when we say, I feel Ghanaian parents, once they have an opinion, their opinion cannot change, and they're just stuck on one opinion.
Oh, you got us, baby. You got us. We are so guilty. Kofi, do you agree with them? Oh, you got us. Hey, I wish you have with you. Then you're gonna know what kind of some papa almost see. Yeah, before that you free Ghana by no. You can't sell nas ye the agility at yes one. You best stand up back cry you will be a dear. Eish, oh my can say more, am panso. So ye can't be a one ya say. And no, I don't know. Just any pack on over to the cries. In fact, on my can say pa, and sometimes see you decided you may be not somebody in far gia. Aya, yenty or mosokakra. Sans almost so a little bit of something to add to it. One he say one so moon yini bow. Bear come na one more I am penny for. I am one or more shay. Until more essay, your opinion be a. Na say and your cran, I say, money and yajin cry per se, ye de nano mofa. And the Muntio, Ella, say it all. This is your day. Say it all. Anything else?
I'm just gonna say, just to be a little more open-minded. I know that you guys believe that because we're kids, we don't know what we're talking about. But
I like the way you did it. We don't know what you're talking.
But we also have things to say. We have things to add. We have our own thoughts and our own feelings. So, just be patient with us and maybe take some time to listen to what I have to say.
Oh my God, you break my heart. You got us so much because our kids always say the same thing too. And I think we should take it more seriously. Yeah. We should take it more seriously because they also have an opinion and we have to let them express it, Thank you so much. Oh, I feel so better that you have been able to tell us this. We needed to hear that. We do. Thank you. Julia, you're going to add to the plate?
I believe that some parents, just all parents together should know that not all kids are the same, because mostly we are compared to other children or they want us to be this and want us to be that.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to do that.
Yeah.
And like, because everybody wants to be their own person.
Yes.
And just some parents don't really understand. And we try to get them to understand, but it's really hard.
It's hard. Yeah, we see for Muti me there. And then you could have a mabuso. Yamano boy, almost see. So what the queer, what the queer, what the Adra, what the Adra, what the Julia, what the Julia, what the coffee, what the coffee. Now, time be I can say, I could see ye say, would I want to me be? Now, where ye say, would I want to me be? Ye pesa quiet say, ye pesa ye say, ye the omo compare other people. Omo pesa, omo yo mwani pedria. So I said, obey dancing, crown or the any career, or peso ya, fashion or the career, or peso ya, yenti asiemano. And you'll be our yellow young qua, and I said, Doctor Nkwa, and I said, Obi body didn't go, I miss our call so. And your Doctor Nkwa, and you'll be our you know, Omongina, Obi on your peso ye, or the bass, I'll see swa. So you're in the one, maybe to me a bonamana ye, into a busia for, yes, we ain't ye may. Ne be that young baba yet, Obama, ma being, it's webi, amayin. Ain't near the beer never foresee the asham or sonemum. So when in ball bokra na se o encouragina, obet me a yam and aquetry. If you'll be a doctor and to be a crest car on Subitin or ain't to me, yasa. Ain't yanti or masene identify almo gifts on womo adia on bet to me aye. Na almo yamu encourage you no to me because almo or obia with your peso ye. Nti ye encourage you money and tea mase. Then crazy, omo ye individualistic. My young and foul and you now momu say, Munina say ne was some say ne was some ye. Wow. I'm so happy to hear you guys say this. Coffee, please tell us something about what you would want your Ghanaian parents or Ghanaian, Ghanaian people as a whole to, if they can adjust a little bit for you. Say it all. It's good. Say it all.
Sometimes you guys kind of talk loud.
Oh,
when you're
my.
on the phone or something.
Whoa, out. Coffee hit it right on the nail. We do. We are loud, aren't we? We talk loud when we're on the phone and even when we are home, right? I will say for oh my this year, not even crano. So almost say pow. Almost see it so loud. Ye kasa de. But you know something, that's how our culture, when we're learning our alphabets and our phonetics and everything, there is a little bit of loudness in our phonetics. And so we have, grown with it. And the English language doesn't have to be so loud. But because we learned that phonetics back, as our culture, we tend to speak it the same way as if we are speaking it. So when we are speaking the English, we're still talking on top of our voices as if, and for us, sometimes we don't even see anything wrong with it. But then you get tapped on the shoulder, Mom, can you slow down? Can you be loud? And then you're like, oh, I didn't know I was talking louder. So it's good. Thank you so much for pointing it out and help us to be able to, remember ourselves, whenever we are on it. Remind us, Mom, even if we are on the phone, I'm coming. I'm gonna have you talk. Tap us on the shoulder. When you do that, we remember. It reminds us of the fact that we have to tone down. But it's not our fault as such. But we have to learn it. We can't say that because it's our phonetics, we have to be loud out there. No, nobody likes that. So help us to be able to tone down. It will be very, very good. Thank you so much. Kofi has another thing to say.
You guys are usually always late to a lot of stuff.
Yay! He hit the nail again. Yes, yo. And I accept it 150% on behalf of all my African people. We are so late in everything we do and going to places late. That one I cannot say they taught us how to do it. That one I cannot say. But it's just something that we don't really pay attention to. But now that we are all, we've been caught right-handed, we have to we have to start changing, because nobody likes lateness. You have to go to church on time, go to work on time. If you have to go for any program, go on time. Do it on time. because there shouldn't be any room for lateness. It's not the best thing to do. And see abusuafo late yo yanhwe ye kra be ko heaven late. And see yesremo ada abusuafo lateness no sa 2021 yi from February 13th e ko e mofra ya kan e wo se start CS san say omo hunu ye ntwiom omo hunu ne ye yesie nyina omo hunu nyina enti affect omo yesremo muntie ye manomayen lateness ne de well just say woman and some makani nyina ewom. Joellen, add to the plate because now we got a plate full. Add to it.
Okay, well, I just wanted to say that they should participate in more family activities. They should be with their kids more and stuff, and they should listen up a little bit, like let their kids speak.
Can you be a little louder because I can hardly hear what you say?
I'm saying that they should participate in more family activities.
Family activities, okay.
With their kids, and they should listen up a little bit. Because they should be less strict.
Less strict. So we should be less strict and play more family activities. Ebusiafo, your money see ye ni omo ni agro enough. Time bia ye too serious about nyoma bi. But omo hia se ye ni omo didi agro ni ye twetwe nkomo. Enti no, say omo ti omo mpaso kra na akotena omo nchen kakra. Na oni omo di nkomo na school ti sen. Na aduane be na obedi kana menyema wen. Na ye jeje omo so ne ye krokro omo. So omo o game bi kra ba bia, ne ye de omo kọ. Na omo ni age san say on say yonkwa brofo no omo mane ko ba bia omo di omo achi o. Omo di omo achi. Enti no ye no ye mane ko ba bia ye ni omo achi. Omo ye bibia ye nkohwe bi. Ye nka omo ho ye nkosi omo kra tem bia ne bia omo pe ride. E de akoba bi kro. Enti ye sremo. Mama ye nhye saa ne mane nso fi se ye mane hunu saa ne mane nyina. Enti se de ene de omo akan asem o. Omo akan asem pa me re kra mpa ho. San so omo enti ne ye brain. Nti so omo san ka kire say ye ne omo enye family neoma enough agro die ene nkomodie ene you know saa ne manu enough na asene ho no ye nya wrong ho ye ntimi ntwa correct nti e wo se yetimi nya correct kakra wo saa side no nti ye sremo mama ye ne ye mofra no ye nya saa interaction no na enye kama san say omo hu se obi ene ne manu nya interaction na omo ani eje ho na omo ani eka saa nti yeso ye ne omo ya ebema omo akoma ato omo yem na omo ho ato omo enye de bia kra na at least ye de bi si ho no say e da bi die e da we die e family time ye betina se di nkomo ye be tutu ye be won paye together ye be di agro together games yi or ware ludo snake and ladder you know cards no ne ye bo cards no one day bi obe hu say there be a week no that day ne so na they are looking forward to it because they know say it's going to be a family time. Na ye kama na ye kama nti abusuafo ene de omo de bi ka ho nti muntie yo go ahead sweetheart, it's all yours.
To add one last thing, sometimes communication is the best medicine, meaning for example, if your kid has bad grades, like for example if I have bad grades, instead of saying, oh Ella, why do you have bad grades, you're disgracing the family, like oh you're such a bad child, I wish you had good grades, I wish my kid listened, stuff like that. Maybe say like, Ella, like what's going on, why are your grades declining?
Wonderful.
What's going on? Just talk to me, because yelling at me about it and demeaning me about it and saying I'm not a good kid is not gonna make a difference. And I know sometimes parents get upset and you know their anger controls the words, but then it's again they can't apologize because that's another thing that I know African parents
people don't
apologize. It's just they'll just pretend like nothing happened.
Nothing
and
happened.
I still think about it, like you could have done something like 5 years ago and you think I forgot, but I remember, and you still haven't apologized. You know, and because they're parents, they think they don't have to apologize, but I have to apologize, and I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, bushafo No de me kwa se we me ti me nkari mramo. Me kwa me ti fa se bi mramo. O si ye mpanimfo ni ntiten bia wo mo na ye right kra na ye pese che so mo ye wrong. Ye ntimi nka ye se ye pa cho ya ye wrong. Ebusuafo emofra no ede de omo di ya o no mo kan nyina akire yen. Na me ni omo nso so ya adwe 105%. Wow. And almost say school cry no, almost grades the crab of forma. The way besi aka no. Ah, well we any massive party any. Ah, when I weigh 8 million 100 no. Now the way into me 100. A day oh, and then I'm more cramo, mogu any massive we say we and the day. Eh, ebusian for and more frano say almost shame no mood say pa. Almost see Yennfa Adwene Monkasa. Communication is everything. Yenny or do any Monkasa. You met no one champions and so much cheap. Oh, sweetheart. Oh, my dear, my darling. What's going on? Is it hard? That subject hard for you? Is that course you need extra help in that course? Or what can I do? Ebe mo makuma tomo yem. Ebe mo kra abi a perform better. It was school mo. Inti yes remo. The way I besi ni ya kasa. The way besi I encourage you mo. Ningi na ya dia. Almost say yensi sano. Ebusuan for me the phone lines ne betu menche na mosumo obi bia mpese mo kan mo nka me nti wo mo wa ha die ye nyina ye be yi ma no because ebi o ha de mo kan ni nyina wom is genuine, is true, is de mo kan ni nyina ye no kore akase ye bese san akra ama wom nti ye sremara mo nhye ne nso na enye kama na enye fefefe. Anybody wants to add anything else to the plate about the things that we have to correct? Because I think we really have a lot of things to correct when it comes to the way African parents we do, right? All right. Anything else from anybody? All right. Maybe we should just play a little song as an interlude, okay?
I don't look like what I have been through. Turn my pit into a well. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, wadum. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
Yo, Kofi Boateng, good afternoon. Oh, share your free Facebook so. Yada was a sort of upon to her. Yamin Shrow. Your name created you drink on walk see a pan. I mean, chidi ye say, would see young commodity pa. A dear, good. Yo, Prophet Evans Bikambi. Thank you so much for tuning in. We thank you for enjoying our program. We bless you for being here with us. Thank you so much. Samson Afrahis Owusu. Only ye share program yi. Yamin Shrow me dofo bako pe. Ah, obi ehu na wona na asema me wate. E kan ho ne ho o kan ho bi ntina me ho aye fe ya. Mitumi ye me program yi. Me da wase bebre. Samson na sister Patience from Pom. Oh, me partner in crime. Akwaba e wo Unity Radio so. Oni ye na ehwe. Yamin Shrow. Said bia uta yechi. Ne ne udi dwume. Yamin Shrow. Pomia Lucy. Me home all the way from Ghana. Love you so much. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you for tuning in. Me da sibibre so we encourage me. Osahene ba ajua. Ye da wasi bibre so we tuning in. Me da wasi bibre me nim say mo fra no ai S3 mo fra no etwa ye mayi pa. Enso ye be de dey. Ye be fa de sa. Eja wo mu nimu ayenim. Janet free ye nyame sure so we do upon ato ha. Ye ne ye ma na etwetwe nkomo no. Ye nim say so enjoy. Ye nyina ye tie. Ni ahwe ne ye ne ye ma no be ye. Say de me so mo ho ye ntwe mu nyina nzie ye ho hwe nye ye. Ye be ne sa. Ye da mo ase. Mo amu tie yen. Upon national ye nim say so tie yen. See your wife back up pe. Me da wasi bebre so tune in. Wo sta men nyina mo amu te ka mu. Mo amu tie free mo phone so. Mo amu wa adwumem. Mo amu wa fie. Ye da masi bebre say mo tie. Nyame nhyira mo.
Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace and mercy brought me through. So the
Yo, me the phone lines need to jawai. Na Sam radio obi person free bia no ne kase bia no. Me se wara free. Na chere wadwene 508-304-9394. 508-304-9394. Obetimi afre a chere wadwene. Na emomo no the next year mpese ka ho asem no be ye first aid kit. Sese obi anya first aid kit e woni fie. Ebi mu obi, ebi mu nso ni bi. Nenso na me encouraging nkra no say ombeboa ama parents obi anya first aid kit e wo fie san say corona ya abai. Se bibi ye na wuti pai wo kra na wo se wo first aid box nim na akonya eduro na wo de esa wo ho yare. Eti me ne ombetwetwe nkomo no wo so a ba se e wo se wo bitimi fresi mu a me o fresi ma ye be pekew. Edi ensa wo so. Enti as we talk about the first aid kits, you can call in with your question or your contribution anytime you want. But for this time, we're going to talk about first aid kits. Do you guys know about first aid kit, right? Okay, so what does it entail? First aid kit. What should the first aid kit entail? I have an example here. For those of us who are watching from Facebook, we have a first aid kit here. I mean, some people have it in different forms, you know. Others don't have the box. They have a shelf for the medications, and that is also okay. We want to encourage parents to have a medication shelf or a first aid box where we can help the family if there is the need at home. So if you are listening to us, we're going to tell you what you're supposed to put in the first aid box. They're going to tell us what they know, and then we're going to put Mrs. Patience Frimpong on the phone lines, and she's going to help us to build a first aid box. Okay, all right. So Kofi, you want to start with us?
An ice pack.
An ice pack. Okay, until you say ice pack, the ice pack, you know, you will buy kubia enye enane sense, you know, and no one adim rubber mu kama a dry and with them se bibi e brown as obe yuswa o ya no wa pie no o pie na afi na astati ice no wetimi dey so dey eye we ya so eye ice pack ye de eto first aid box mum but eno dey enye nsu a be sone no but o my in such a way say eye rubber mu dey but wo hia e na o pie no so pie na dani ice na ma and na kofi aka no. Yes, my girls, do you want to say something? What can we put in the first aid box?
Also, things that are in first aid boxes are like things like bandages.
Bandages. Enti bandages in so no. You be here be your first aid box mo. Enti Mr. Wara, so your first aid box be part of how you pen. That train na ye can to ho. Because they are very, very, very important, very necessary. So bring your first aid box for fear. Now, time biano. We'll look it to it. We'll go to it for anything. Yes, anything else?
Also band-aids, like the band-aids that you stick on bruises.
Okay.
And rubbing alcohol wipes.
Rubbing alcohol wipes. Nti bandage ye de be bandage. And a band-aid ye de tareso. And alcohol wipes. And no need alcohol na ye de paper de na say a square ones na wo tia. Now the paper adia aye fin. I was say we nya bi wo ho because we twa. I was all the alcohol paper anymore and now the dragum. Good.
Also, painkillers, maybe like Tylenol or ibuprofen.
Tylenol or ibuprofen. I was so winya and you must. So was so winya be what or first aid box Tylenol or ibuprofen. So wo man on kitwa wo ma. Obefani obetonia a liquid no. Nya yensu no. And be now better. And penifo so a obeto tablets no. I'm making sure so what Tylenol and ibuprofen auto share expiry date no. Making sure so dey be a wo to box ni mo piano and expire. Sans expire enye dwuma. Nti she no nso. Yes, my dear Coffee.
A thermometer.
A thermometer. Thermometer ne ade na ye de check your fever no say wo fever na say wo need temperature. Thermometer na ye de check. Okọ wo mata enye na enye ne bo nso nye de fofo bi okra nu $5. To thermometer na fa so o first aid box nim. Na wo de check temperature. Ti me fa say oba wo ho no aye no fe no yare ohun se bia ye de millions ato ochi wanim ha e share si owonya fever but what thermometer na wuti be de show the ketcher ma ase ana say ne motuem no wa check temperature no umi aya na aka kire say owo fever na so oni fever nti Yennfa thermometer so entum bi enoka first aid box ne ho bi anything. Joellen, are you on it?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us anything more we can put in our first aid box?
Yes.
Okay.
You should get Neosporin. It prevents bacterial infections.
Okay.
And you should get those types of band-aids that you wrap
Okay.
around.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you should get hydrogen peroxide
Okay.
to clean the wound. Yeah.
Okay. Ain't no Joellen say e was see nya Neosporin na yese miatie. Miatie kitu bi e wo paper kitu bi ma yese antibiotic. Nti se me fan se wonya kura woti ano a na wati bi dia yeso. E was say wonya bi wo first aid box nim. Hydrogen peroxide so was say wonya bi. E kuro ye wa wo de ye pa nim kama na de wo hwia na epu ehuro no. Epu ehuro na afi no ye pa nim kama na wo de ayem. Aha. Ena bandage ne store no so kan no se bandage nso so bibi ye wa wo se o chichire wo nan na ebi nso so dem a wo de be chichire. It's all good. Anybody wants to add any more? That's about it.
I was gonna say like maybe flashlights, just in case, you know, because that also counts if you need a flashlight. There've been many occasions where the power has gone out and we didn't have a flashlight.
That's awesome. It will be here flashlight. Flashlight, my friend is saying the same thing, right? Torchlight. Yeah, they kind of torchlight. Torch. The word torchlight. What they be better to her? Fan to first aid box. Nimo kramba. First see you know, right beside the first aid box. So never ya. My friend him say light no cut off. No money. Na mami need that the nifia. I had the torchlight and I said flashlight. Na had the she. No makoi. No mo de ahwe ne person mo hwe bia. Nti yesremo flashlight hu hia pa pebi never tray baby I was say mo frani hu na light ne ko offer o ma hu eye niema hu hia pa ne nkrai ye ne omo bobosu. Does anybody want to add anything else? If not, then I think we've done justice to this. We're going to have Auntie Patience calling, and then she's going to be able to brief us more on whatever we have to do in addition. So Pat can call in. All right. So Joellen, if she calls in, if anybody calls in, I'm going to pick them. So you're going to be off it for some time. All right. Because that's the line they're going to call in on. Sister Patience, ye pese ye pese wo frɛ na wutimi ni yenka about first aid box no. Sisi a ye kase ya. Aside that so no. Ivy Degwe, Auntie Ivy was so. And then they said, "Nkra na si aboy echi no." Enya asem ketewa kra. Say simpany for no say drum so. Some more be ampesa mo ka. Mon kan nyina san say nkra na de mo hipu agu ye so. Ivy, ya da pa dedi. Ya da se. So wa join ye. Hello. 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 Yes, that is it. Auntie Pat, you are at the right spot. Ye pesa woni yen kasa about first aid box no. Oma obo biswa ti boy ne build a first aid box na obia wo fia. Obia parents to me I build the first aid box. Francis Apo ye da wase ye hu se wa join ye wo Facebook. Yo. Hello. Yeah, what's so? Kasa. Aye, Kasa.
Okay. Auntie, first aid, you are at the right spot. Yeah, thank you.
What?
Okay.
I think there is a backup.
Who you, Jumapa?
Yede nyame ase. Yo. Wo share life unti na ebe mu no. Ti wo be free life de no so amayen. Se na be ya en hit back.
It's first aid box no. Dia ye here gan enkwalana ya de
Pa.
sometimes gan obeka say
Plaster.
Auntie ye here plaster no. You say bandages.
Part me pa chow. E was so free Facebook so.
Okay.
Because bounce back.
Okay. Me that show. After the
Aye.
All right. Auntie Olivia, the best of diagnosis. Auntie, first aid box. And what I want to say before, Kwani said, "Well, find all my idea." Courage to be on the radio
yeah.
and to tell us what we need to do.
Yes.
It's very, very important. I hope say yeah, man, the phone.
We are so proud. Yes. Yes.
All right. In the first aid box, to get the first aid box, you have sterile gauze. Sterile gauze, no. Sterile gauze, no. It be to say, baby, now, Udi, me be say me fear this.
You have to exit Facebook.
Yeah. Olivia, exit Facebook for me. First aid box. No, plastic, plaster, Ghana plaster. As a, your friend is saying, bandages. And sterile eye dressing. Round. It's 20 so. Safety pins. Safety pins. And a disposable sterile gloves. And as they say, you will corona timing, unya face mask be so towa and also and I hear tweezers. If you want to be a war now to sell the tree. See, first aid box, we have tweezers. We have scissors, a pair of scissors. And some mechanic alcohol cleansing wipes.
Yeah.
Really important.
Okay.
We have sticky tape. And I say tape, cloth tape. Watch it through a chrono, the old event now. Take benefit of why and also and because about the skin rash cream and you been here roller bandages and cold compressors.
Okay.
And yeah, aspirin 81 milligrams. And yeah, for you 24 pet and more fan.
Okay.
In case, mommy, that the way you would sound with TV so in maybe if your mommy will, there is a bad thing happening, maybe a heart attack or something.
Yes.
Now, you can give one aspirin 81 milligrams, but no, dear, this is 24 shrimp. I will find no say, me ya rainy and I be saying, yeah, and see, cough syrup, so, and an antihistamine cream, or tablet, and so make kind of Benadryl cream,
Okay.
and an eye wash, and I say eye bath.
Guys, you're listening, right?
It's very, very important. We are inhaler no first aid kit. Then in case that or what if when you're asthmatic attack, you can use that. It's very important.
Okay.
injection we here before because in Kolani be one no we allergic to nuts. You know, ABI, the cookie be a nut of the now now you're having an anaphylactic reaction. You need that.
Now, I don't know, doctor and a prescribe a man.
Yes.
Okay.
Doctor and a prescribe a man. You don't to me.
Yo. Omo manual asthma no. Or asthma. Asthma. Allergy. Okay. Okay.
So wait to me, Red Cross for Tombi, and World Max, World Greens, CVS, all the pharmaceutical stores, almost Tombi, you know, wait to me so aqua Tobi. That's any Auntie Lizzy, Eddie Kankai, always check the expiration date on your neuron, and I near my day will mean to regularly, check it with kids. On occasions, make sure say, you're okay, and I say, BBI, you're all right. And now I share expiration date. So,
okay.
Major program now, until it's in a family time now.
Yo.
Yatsi. I'm very proud of.
Hey, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Inviting me to your program.
Yeah, that's it. Yedasi papa auntie yedasi be brave so when ye di dwuma no amana ko wie kama ebusuafo ne aka no yede be yennwum mofra no pese ebonyum kakra mo no so tie we are trying to fix the enyum no momabo na before ye be ende ne enyum na baso no emese pese ebom nka ye se panie ne enuro no vaccines na ne ye ka ho asem no emese sei no a short kakra enti sene nanka hospitals no bebre person common saka no mutimi frefre omo a omo hia na mbewo say omo 75 years and above for no anasa omo mo mfie duosun no mu ne akire no eba bewo no emesi say a short kakra ama hospitals no de e wo senka omo nya no omo anya ni nyina eti de ompese de tumanim ne say mo ama yenya ya appointment amamo se mo magemo de no either first and one and second one na aka ne de mo betumi ababeje ye de modregu ho na emom no saamre no ye hu sign frɛ biem enkyerɛ mo se yemfa obi nka line ne ho biem tel se ye besen nya no bebre aka ho na yenim sese no region ha se no o mama kwan se yensiesie Worcester State Hospital ho yensiesie ho na afin so no CVS for any Walgreens for any other pharmacy for no wo so etimi e wo mpane ni bi enti se be ya moni mo doctors ni nkasa na omo ntimi e ma mo referrals no mo nko ho no mo nko wo nye san so a okọ state ni so website a obetimi asset appointments no wakọ no sa emia no san se dey different hospitals for no em say no mate omo nsa so enti omo a anya bi omo appointment to do the first and second ones ne dey mo de mo wo ho na mo a be frɛ mo foforo asan a kyerɛ mo say ye ba be wo bia ma mo ne de enye adwuma sesei san se enro ne so ate nti yesrewa se dru so a mentwe nsan kone koje san se hospital for no kra no omo kan se omo nyi biem sesei a no na omo adwene san so mbegi a ye nya bi ma wo mo biem san se enro na short nti yesrewa dru so a kone koje. So what question about corona no, about vaccine no, about minimum of free incomodie no. O to me fre. Ni ye nyina ye dwene ho. Say be tie enwum kakra. Na ye de ateki break. Till say obi be fre. Enye sa de aye ne mofra no. E na ye bebe ebe koso. Oh so ndio. Okay. Opompa chawo de hen so. Yo, you say I know who I am. Yeah, but my more free. Why?
We are a chosen generation. Called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. We are a chosen generation. Called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. The way He says I am. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. Where He says I am. Where He says I am. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. Come on, dance for the Lord. We are a chosen generation. We are a chosen generation. Called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who I am. How many of you are chosen generation? We are a chosen generation. Called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who I know who God says I am.
Yo, yeah, cost one lines no. Yeah, they are to so 508-304-9394. Opia or question answer contribution now it's me fret 508-304-9394. Well, person bisa question so Facebook and so no. You are most certainly welcome. You better share your country.
I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. I know who I am. Everybody sing. I know who I am. One more time, sing. I know who I am. I am holy. Come on. I am holy. I am righteous. Oh, I am so rich. I am beautiful. I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know. Take a look. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. See His glory. 'Cause I know who I am. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. See His glory. 'Cause I know. Take a look. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. See His glory. 'Cause I know. Tell somebody, take a look. Take a look at me. I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. See His glory. 'Cause I know. Oh, 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 oh. I know who I am. Wave your hands, shout, oh, 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 oh. Let's dance for Jesus. Come on.
Ebusiafo, yeda must be brave. Parents are mode mama ma yen ma ye ne omo twetwe nkomo nso yeda mase nyame nhyira mo say ye use omo as point of contact edi reach your community teenagers woman ne nkre woman nyina yedim say obia etie na so pem na ye discuss ye no so no ye fine wo mu ye be fa na mo so fine wo mu na mo so be fa ye da mase yenim say o ma hyede ma che nti na hia say ye de mo pia bodin akra na mo so be di nkomo na mo so ma obia hu say they are still there, you know. Pandemic ya kan krofo a hyede bebre na ye pese ye ma no so hu say ye kai wo mo nti na ye de mo be feel see this week say ye ne omo nye a program yi na mo so feel at home bi enti ansa na ye be kono me me Valentine's gift be mo nyina se china Valentine no omo dia omo kai say auntie edwene omo ho e wo fie Joellen wo dia wo me ho enti na I'll find a way to get it to you nyame ya adoma e china Valentine's Day ye ma obia happy Valentine ye chia obia nkyere odo kakra nkyere obi wonua wo kunu wadanfo obia obehia no bia wo neighbor odo kakra kyere no sanse wiasim ha ne ehia ye odo ne aka bia ye mogo odo nko a ne betena akosi awiye ye da mase bebre semoni ye edi senkita hoin nyame nhyuamo nyame ya adoma next week me panel no beba ye ba be discuss health talk on diabetes. Entino, munya soma ye nyame ya aduma next week it's going to be diabetes. Ye be discuss me panel no beba. Enti diabetes wa wo sicho yare bia no. Nyame ya aduma next week ye no be ding sawoso. Nyame nhyiramo. Samuni ahwim komoyi. Ye nim samwate na so pem. Ye da mase bebre. Nyame ya aduma onkuta ye nyina no hwe ye nso. Na next week ye nyina ya sen hia biem. E wa asomdwiem. Ya kramo. Mama bye.
All I require for life, God is giving me. I know who I am. How many of you are chosen generation? We are a chosen generation. All for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God is giving me. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. Where He says I'm at, I know who I am. I know who God says I am. What He says I am. Where He says I'm at, I know who I'm walking in power. I'm walking miracles. I live a life of favor. Oh, I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I know who I am. Everybody sing. I know who I am. One more time, sing. I know who I am. I am holy. Come on. I am holy. I am righteous. Oh, I am so rich. I am beautiful. I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I'm walking in miracles.
Take me to the moon. I wanna be with the stars. Send me into orbit.
Yeah, she said she never been in love. All she ever did was give her love. Everyone, they only take a love. So you scared of love, I don't blame you, love. Let me be the one to show you love. I need somebody just to hold you, love. And show you off like a trophy, love. Can I be the one and only love?
Take me to the moon.
I just wanna be
With the stars.
I think you're the one.
Send me.
Girl, you shouldn't be so scared to fall in love. Yeah, let me love reality. Show me how, lift me up, I'll hold you down. My love is real, I know you need it, I know you crave it, I know you fiend it. It's not your shape, not your size, not your curves, not your thighs, not your lips, not your eyes.